Good afternoon, families. Happy Tuesday. Just here to share information about today's worksheets. Today is week 7, day 2. So we're on Tuesday. So you will be working on your one-to-one counting. That means you'll need to tap each item as you count it. Go around your house and count all of your chairs. If you don't have very many chairs in your house, you guys can choose an object to count. Just make sure that they're working on that one-to-one counting, and then they'll stretch and write a list of words. So you'll read the words, have them stretch it out, and write the sounds they hear. So you'll say zap. They'll stretch it out, zap, and they'll write the sounds they hear to hopefully spell out the word. And there's a list of words right there for you guys to say. As you complete each activity, make sure you put a ray on your sun so we can get that nice full sun at the end of the week, and then make sure that you are completing the tic-tac-toe activities as well. I'd love to see pictures of your kiddos doing some of these learning math activities for a Wildcats at Work hashtag. So if you have pictures of them doing these things, text them or message them to me on Facebook. Today they're going to be doing summer camp sentences. So they will use the words in the word bank to finish the sentences. Then when they're finished, they can color the pictures. I could tell you, they will probably need help with some of these words. A lot of them are words that we have not learned yet. They might know some of the sight words, but some of the trickier words like dark, I don't think they'll know dark. They might need help reading. So encourage them to try to read on their own and sound it out. If they're struggling to sound it out, then you can help them and tell them what the word is, and then have them try to reread it to you. And then they're going to look in the box to find the word that goes best. So the blank will help us see in the dark. Let's see. The answer that makes the most sense would be a lamp. So they would take this word right here, copy the letters, and put them right in that blank. If it were me, when I'm finished, I would have them cross out the word so that they know they've already used it, just to clear up any confusion. And then when they're finished, they can color in the pictures. Make sure they're using their best handwriting when they're filling in the sentences, making nice tall letters if they're tall, hanging down below the line if they're hanging. They're just really taking their time. For their writing, yesterday they wrote about summer. Today they're going to write about going camping. They're going to write and draw about a real or made-up fun camping trip. They can use the words in the box to help them. So just like yesterday, they wrote a story about summer. Today, they're writing a story about camping. If they've never been camping, they can make it up. Again, it's just a simple story, 1 or 2 sentences. I went camping. I slept in a tent. I went camping. We ate s'mores. I went camping. I slept in a sleeping bag. Just very simple, 1 or 2 sentences. Not a super long story. Make sure that they're starting their sentences with a big, tall capital letter. Make sure that they're lowercase letters. If they're short, they're starting at that dotted line. And make sure their hanging letters, are hanging down below. Of course, they want to make sure they're using those finger spaces and that punctuation at the end. Today for math, they are going to be making 10. So over here we see a 10 frame with some sunglasses. They have to count the dots that are in the box to find the first number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus blank. They have to count the empty boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put that number in on the line to make 10. So they're counting the black dots to find the first number, counting the empty boxes to find that second number, and they are building 10. While you're working on this, you might want to, when they're finished writing it, ask them, so how did you make 10? They should be able to say 5 and 5 make 10. Or 7 and 3 make 10. We want them to use sentences like that so they can kind of remember how to put different numbers together. That's something that we work on at school. So having them use that kind of language after they're done kind of helps reinforce it in their brain. And of course, there's a number line down here if they prefer to use a number line. So if you want to use a number line, they could start at 5 and then count to see how many it takes to get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took 5 hops to get to 10, so they would know that 5 goes in here. Whichever strategy works best for them. Some of them might use their fingers. Really, it's kind of up to them to choose what makes sense in their brain. Just as long as they're getting this number right here correct, the strategy doesn't matter. Make sure you're not just telling them the answers. Even if they're struggling a little bit, kind of let them struggle through it and work through it, and they'll eventually get to the right answer because we have worked on this in class lots and lots of times. So give them time to struggle a little, and they'll eventually figure it out. And then, of course, if you did not get to the science page yesterday, we talked about comparing motion, tracing the words, and cutting the picture that matches it. And then just talking to them about how things move. That's